2 3-pointers by Pat Garrity. He's 5 of 9 from three-point range. He hit 5, as we mentioned earlier, in one of the earlier games against the Knicks.
When the Knicks had a good view, he's right in front of their bench, draining and painting them. As you see, they're concerned about McGrady. They should be, but Garrity now starting to erupt.
And now Orlando showing some pressure in the Knicks backcourt. Weatherspoon will inbound looking for help.
Just a little token pressure by the Magic.
The Knicks coming off the poor performance against the Nets Wednesday night, their worst loss of the season. Here's Isley coming up short. In their previous game, a very impressive outing against the Houston Rockets. They came from 14 down and beat Yao Ming and the Rockets. Here's Good. Strip.
Very lackadaisical effort by Gooden that time. Not asserting himself.
Brandon Anderson able to take it away. So the Knicks in possession, trailing by 4. Isley stopped by Armstrong. Too much trouble by Isley. Weatherspoon can't hang on, and McGrady able to get to it. 3 minutes remaining in this 5-minute overtime. Here's the double on McGrady. It opens it up for Garrity.
Slick move to get in the paint.
The Magic 103 and the Knicks 97, an 8-0 run for Orlando.
Nice rotation by the Magic defense now.
Isley. Why is Howard Isley taking all the shots here?
I know. Forcing action inside, putting them up, but in vain.
Howard's had a good night offensively, but I would think you'd want the ball in the hands of Houston and Sprewell. That's a traveling violation, even though they have not had good shooting performances. Houston has shown some signs late in the game. The Magic up by 6, coming up on 2 minutes to go in overtime.
Very vexing Magic defense now.
Anderson for 3. And the Knicks are coming up blank here in the OT. They've been outscored 8-2 in overtime. Sprewell got a hand on it. McGrady. Isley with the rebound. Knicks desperately need a bucket. Sprewell, yes, from downtown. That brings the Knicks within 3. 1:25 left in overtime. Shot clock to 6. Good. Crowd voting traveled. Here's Garrity for 3. Coming up on a minute left in OT. Sprewell looking to tie. Consecutive threes by Sprewell. And the game is tied at 103.
Spree having an unbelievable game, already has a triple-double. Adding to that, also some dramatic three-point shots, 2 to be exact, and tying this game now for the Knicks.
Sprewell with 18 points, 11 assists, and 10 rebounds.
Uncanny ebb and flow in this game. The Knicks seem dead as Garrity made 2 big three-pointers. Garrity made a deuce. The Knicks seemed out of it. And now Spree bringing them back to life from downtown. Again, you saw Sprewell giving him a good screen. Garrity has to get over that screen. He was standing behind it. Spree making him pay.
When we resume, it will be Orlando ball with 59 seconds remaining in overtime. John Starks can relate to this kind of game.
Oh, yeah. He had a few. Actually, he's the career leader in threes made by a Knick.
Magic with foul to give. The Knicks also have 1 foul to give. The Knicks 2 timeouts remaining. Coming up next, following the Knicks and the Magic, the MSG Sports Desk presented by Toyota. And they'll have a recap of Patrick Ewing night, complete post-game coverage, and reports on the Mets and the Yankees. A look at our Canon Business Solutions game summary. Both teams shooting well. Orlando now 47%, and the Knicks at 45%. And unusual to see these rebounding numbers for the Knicks, led by Clarence Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon with 20 rebounds, and Kurt Thomas sitting out with that toe injury.
Right, Ian Harris is doing a good job filling in for Kurt. Spoon on the glass, but we could be at home by now if he made an easy layup inside. Spree keeping the Knicks in it with his last 2 3-pointers.
Clyde the Glide with Alonzo Mourning on hand for Patrick Ewing night.
The fans did not forgive Zoe for his hostility. They gave him a round of boos, and they never let up.
And he was very emotional when he had tears going when he stepped up to the podium.
Oh, yeah?
He and Patrick Ewing have been very close. Timeout is called with a good pressure by the Knicks. Garrity not able to inbound. 22nd timeout called by Orlando, so they now have 1 timeout left. They have a full remaining.
Rarely do you see the Knicks with that type of intensity on the inbounds play at this stage of the game. So excellent defense. The Magic can throw the ball into the backcourt. That's the new NBA rule this season. But the Knicks did not give them that opportunity.
The Knicks at 24 and 33 coming into tonight. Orlando at the 500 mark at 29 and 29, and the Magic with 4 straight wins after losing 3 in a row. The Knicks facing the Timberwolves Sunday afternoon in Minnesota. That's our next Knick broadcast right here on MSG. Pre-game at 3. Garrity hooked off by Sprewell. He saw that coming. Here's Sprewell looking for the 3 and then pulled it back. Whoa. And he has to call a timeout. Sprewell was looking for somebody to come to him to get the ball, and was able to rescue the situation by taking a timeout.